Hello everyone and welcome back, and as you can tell by the title, Netflix is planning on making the Chronicles of Narnia books into films/series. So first questions off the bat, will Netflix start over and do their own versions of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Or will they pick up where Disney left off and do The Silver Chair? And the answer to this is pretty cut and dry. They are planning on starting all over with a brand new fresh take on the series, and as the rumors go, they are actually going to be rebooting with the chronologically first book, The Magician's Nephew, which you may never have heard of if you've only seen the Disney live-action movies. In fact, if you have a set of the Chronicles of Narnia books, this will be the first book. But it's actually a misnomer because the first book that was actually released in the Chronicles of Narnia universe was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which there are actually 7 books in the series. The Magician's Nephew, exploring the creation of Narnia, then comes The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and finally The Last Battle, exploring the destruction of Narnia. It might be worth noting that this is actually the chronological order, which is preferred by C.S. Lewis, the author, which is why Netflix is planning on adapting it that way, but not the order of the book's original release. The Horse and His Boy and The Magician's Nephew were actually released between Silver Chair and The Last Battle, but chronologically, they came before. Anyways, in 2018, Netflix announced that they were developing the Chronicles of Narnia movies and series. It might be worth noting the original press release included the word universe 3 times, which causes many people to speculate that we would see original content that expands on the canon of C.S. Lewis. But this is merely speculation at this point. So, as I've been saying, movies and series. So you're probably wondering, they're going to do movies and series? Well, producer Mark Gordon said the pitch to Netflix was that we would be not selling just one movie or one book as a series. So, that pretty much confirms that they're going to be doing a series and several movies, which is just super exciting, and they have just the perfect person working on this. In 2019, Matthew Aldrich, co-producer of Pixar's Coco, has been named the creative architect. He will oversee the development and creative live-action adaptations of the Chronicles of Narnia series, and will work both series and film on the project in the new incarnation of the Chronicles of Narnia, which, if you've seen Coco, you would agree whoever works on that movie should definitely work on the Chronicles of Narnia adaptations. So, as you can tell, I am extremely excited for this, but many people think that the Chronicles of Narnia should just be put to rest, and they are worried that Netflix will, quote, ruin the franchise, and that I say there's literally never been a complete adaptation of the series. There was an old one made by the BBC back in the late 80s, where they adapted the first 4 books, which haven't seen myself, but I heard that they were quite good, but they ended it at The Silver Chair. And there were obviously the Disney movies, which honestly are some of my favorite movies of all time, but in retrospect, the last 2 movies weren't so good compared to the first one, and they ended up being cancelled before they even made The Silver Chair. And even if they ended up making The Silver Chair, I highly doubt they ever planned on making The Magician's Nephew or The Horse and His Boy, as those are prequels in between the first 3 movies that they had already made. The Magician's Nephew fitting before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and The Horse and His Boy coming after The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but before Prince Caspian. And the reason I think that they would have never made these movies is because they don't fit with the standard series format. The Magician's Nephew has basically no characters except for Aslan and the Witch that are in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, it really wouldn't have fit into the Disney adaptation, and The Horse and His Boy wouldn't have really worked at all in a standard 2.5-hour film form factor, as it's more episodic, which is why I think it would work better as a series. So you're probably wondering, when is this gonna come out? And to that, I have some bad news that explains where it's been, and why it's not out yet. In 2020, the pandemic crippled the entertainment industry, forcing all productions to be postponed. You can see this with the Marvel's changed release timeline, but there is still hope. Netflix offered impatient fans some reassurance. Netflix France tweeted a list of projects that are in development, and the Narnia series is on it. The rough translation of the header is, we don't talk about it every day, but these projects are moving forward, which is some really reassuring news. So when are these going to be coming out? And that, I pretty much still have no answers, but at least we know that it is coming, which is extremely exciting, so that's pretty much all we know. But I am still planning on making another video, sometime this month maybe, about how I think that the new Netflix series should turn out. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I absolutely love making these videos for you guys, so please leave a comment on what you think I should cover next. So I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!